Hi, Rodney Corner of the PTA Global community. Now, we've been talking, you've seen the different presentations with Gary Gray and the Roy Sugarman and Dr. Chris Thompson and all the people we're talking about the concept of triangulation. What I want to do is kind of show the power of triangulation, but I want to do it also with a piece of equipment or a new environment using vibration, using my power plate here. Now, what I want to do is I want to take some of the traditional exercises that you'll get with this great chart from the Power Plate company that gives you the different exercises, but I want to give you some things that you can do if you have a power plate or using a vibration platform. Just a quick system that you can manipulate the actual exercise that you're doing to help you get a better response from your tissue. But I also want to take the concept of triangulation, mixing it with a heart rate monitor and giving you some biometric feedback. And what I mean by that is we're going to take a traditional squat and a traditional push-up the way you would normally do it using vibration, which using it just with vibration is a fantastic response through the body and has a great application for training. But when we apply the concept of triangulation to it, we get a lot of different variables mixed into the whole training session. One of those is we get a lot of different force distribution through the body. So every time I change my position with the vibration platform, that actually creates the ability for the vibration to go to different areas and the force to get distributed through my tissues differently. That builds tissue health. That's one of the ways that our whole fascial network, our fascial system, the muscular, the joints and all those things, they actually get health. So it creates a healthy tissue. It also, when I start triangulating, what you're going to notice, and I'll give you heart rate readings, is on average, as I've been doing this just on myself, I get about a 10 heartbeat per minute increase in the same exercise just by triangulating it. So I'm going to go through and show you just a real simple variance to some of the exercises that you already do. So you have a concept of, if I have this motion that I'm doing, all I have to do is change how I move it in the triangulation factor. Remember, triangulation by definition is the plane of motion or the direction that I'm moving, the height at which I'm moving, and the distance from my body that I'm moving. So I'll show you that in the two exercises and two examples that we're going to show. The first one will be a squat, and the second one will be a push-up. Okay, so here's what it looks like. I'm going to have this setting. My first squat is just going to be a regular squat. So we all know that the regular squat is just up and down. Okay? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to triangulate that. And triangulating that means that I'm going to change the height at which I squat. So on this chart, the squat, if I'm doing a dynamic squat, I can go to, let's say, a half squat. Okay? Well, if I triangulate that, I can go into a deep squat. I can squat in a different direction. So I have all of these variables that I can use: the height at which I squat, the distance that I can move my body as I squat, and then the direction that I'm actually squatting. So by changing those factors, I'm not only going to change the force distribution through my body, but I'm going to affect my heart rate. I've already affected my heart rate. So let's do that. Here's the first squat. I'm going to go 30 seconds. 30 seconds. So just a regular squat, just up and down. We'll call this a half squat. And I'm trying to keep a fairly simple one up, one down. 1001, 1002, 1001, 1002. And try not to lock out your knees on this either. Okay, and so we stop. And as we stop, my heart rate is about 95, 96. Okay? And it's going to bump up a little bit. I just want to show you it bumped up to about 99. Okay, so we got there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing. It's come back down to where it was before I started. So now it went up to about 99, and then it went back down to about 92. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same squat. This time all I'm going to change is the triangulation. And then I'm going to give you the heart rate reading. Okay, here we go. 1001, 1002, 1001, 1002, 1001, 1002. So we have about the same parameter, the same tempo. We're just triangulating. Okay. And right now my heart rate is at 108, 19, 110, sorry, 111, the excitement. Okay, so I was at roughly 99 to 100 with the other one. This went up to 113 just by triangulating. Same time, 30 seconds, same settings. It was 35 high, so 30 second, 35 hertz, and on high amplitude. Everything the same, and what I got was about 13 to 14 heartbeats per minute or beats per minute difference in that particular exercise. So not only does triangulation, especially with vibration and the transmissibility concept that vibration goes to where the tissues are loaded, not only does that create a much healthier tissue or potentially create a much healthier tissue, it also affects your heart rate, which can potentially give you a better response. Now obviously I'm moving very slow, so that the speed of the motion can change the intensity that you actually get relative to the zones on your heart rate monitor. Okay, so let's do a push-up so we can see that in a push-up, and then we'll finish up. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing, a regular push-up. So just a regular push-up, 1001, 1002. Just to give you a heart rate setting. And so right there, that's about 105. So my heart rate's 105 doing that. We'll wait till it gets down to about where it was before I started, and then which is dropping pretty quick. And then I'll do it with triangulation. So remember, triangulation just changes the distance that I move, the direction that I move, and how deep or how high that I actually move into that position. Okay, here we go. So now we're going to triangulate it. So I can push up going laterally. I can push up and rotate. I can push up farther forward. I can push up farther back. Rotate. Rotate. Lateral shift. Lateral shift. I can go up higher. I can go down lower. Rotating, all those different directions. And we're about 115. So we up to 115. Okay, so you can see we had about 13, 14 beats per minute different on the leg, and we have about almost 10 beats different on the upper body. And that's just an example. Now I've actually trained and done workouts this way, and the response is consistently the same. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick tip. The triangulation, changing the motion as you do it. One is great for the brain, as you've heard Dr. Roy Sugarman talk about. Great for the brain if I change the motion every time I do a repetition. Two, changes the transmissibility of vibration through your system, which actually has the potential to dramatically impact your tissue, building health in the tissue. And three, it gives you a good heart rate response. So by using some vibration, having a heart rate monitor to gauge your heart rate, you can have a dramatic impact on your training sessions by using triangulation. So I hope that helps you guys. Thanks for being part of us, and just keep tuning in. We got a lot more to come. Thank you.